Social media is a powerful way to talk with others and coordinate your research efforts. I use the following tools: Facebook, Family Search, and Instagram. There are many others like Twitter, Ancestry, MyHeritage, etc. Find the ones that work for you and see how you can connect with others to learn more about your family or just about doing family history research. I love Family Search. For working with others, I am going to show you how I worked with another person who posted on Facebook. She shared the identifier number of an individual in Family Search. By using Family Search, we were able to both see the families and both of us research. We then used Facebook Messenger to communicate our questions and answers. The following is a brief overview of what we discovered. I use Family Search a lot, and I think it's just a wonderful resource to work with others. It's not a perfect program, but it works really well. And I use Facebook a lot also. And so I just want to show you something this past week. I was on one of my Facebook groups. Somebody asked a question about Catherine Motley. And so I want to go through and show you how the two of us started working together. I have family from Pennsylvania, and I've been researching there, and I recognized the name, and so it piqued my interest when she told me that, because I've seen a lot of Motleys in my research. So let me show you here. This is David. This was her question. Here's Catherine. And then if we notice, David is the son of David and Elizabeth Pendleton. Well, he has a brother, John. And we notice here that John also has a daughter, Catherine Motley, born about the same time, 1826. It's actually 1822 to 1826, somewhere around there. So our question is she the daughter of David, or is she the daughter of John? Because both of them show that she is married to James Allen. Let's see, I think I have her here, yes. Both of them show that she's married to John Allen. So I began, one of the first things I did, I wanted to show you. Let's see, bring this up and we'll switch over here. So I took John in the 1830 census and I mapped it out. Here's the tick marks for that census, and I put in the children. I started with Matilda. David was born after that census. So here's Matilda, born 1828. I put Catherine 1826. She was born 1826, 1822, somewhere in that range, so she would fall here or there. And then we have William, Pendleton, and James, and here they are. And so we notice one thing is there's no males in this area here. One of these probably was born in this time frame. Probably William was born in this time frame, because there are 3 sons, and we do have 3 sons here. So that's not too bad. But notice that there's only one daughter listed, and we have Matilda, Catherine, and Pauline. And this Pauline shows she died in 1891 and Matilda in 1906. So if they were both daughters, they should have still been alive. And we know that Catherine was still alive in as late as 1860. So he didn't have, it appears that he did not have 3 daughters. So that was my first clue that Catherine may not belong to this family. Now let me go to John and switch back here to John. And I did the same thing for John. Took his children, and Mary would be the first one, born 1830. Here she is up here. Permelia, 1829. And Catherine, I have 1826, but I put her 1822. I was thinking of another record, looking at another record. I could have put her up here. She falls somewhere in this range. And then there was Susan, Elizabeth, and George. Now let's look at the tick marks. There's one male here, one female here. Now Elizabeth, it says 1815. I put her up here to 1816. That age range is questionable, but she would probably fit in here. Then we notice we have 3 daughters in this area, in this age range here, and we only have 2 that are known here. So there's probably a daughter missing, and then we had 2 in here, and Mary and Pamelia both fit in that time frame. So I feel rather strong that Catherine belongs to John and not to David. So, but we needed further research. So let me put this down. So one of the things that I did is I went to the different 1850 and 1860 census. I didn't find a whole lot in 1850, but I want to show you what I found in 1860. I went to John, since I feel like that's where she belongs, and I started looking at each of his children. Where did they live in 1850 and 1860? Some of them had moved to other counties. They were not living in Pittsylvania. Some of them were. But I was looking to see if I could find anybody that was living near Catherine, that Catherine had a sibling near her. And I want you to notice this: Nathaniel Riddle and Pamelia Motley. Well, when we look at the census, 1860, here's Catherine Allen. Her husband had passed away, and here's her children. And look at the family that's right above her. It's Nathan Riddle and Pamelia and their family. Right there, to me, was a clincher that this most likely is her family. Her husband's passed away. She probably moved to live right next to her sister to have their support and help. So that was one thing. Now the other thing that I looked at, let's see, here we go, is I noticed that here's Catherine married John B. Allen. Well, if you go down, we notice that her younger sister, Gideon, married William P. Allen. So that caught my attention, and I looked at William and John, and they both had a father named James, James Allen. But they're not in the same family. Just William is the only child in his family, and John the only one in his family. And so I didn't really take the time to research that, but this other person that I was researching with that had asked the question, she actually knew a little bit more about him, and it appears that they are half siblings, that they both have the same father, that John's mother passed away, and then his father James remarried and had William with his second wife. Anyways, that's really common in these old families for siblings to marry siblings. And so that was another thing to me that says this is very likely the right family. So just wanted to show you how through social media I met somebody and I was able to go in and help her. She gave me the identifier numbers of Catherine. There's 2 different ones, one under John and one under David. She will probably need to go in and merge those and merge the Johns, put them under, make sure that they fall under John and not under David. But through social media, we were able to connect, and I was able to do a little research on it, and she knew some things that helped me, and then I was able to share what I found with her. And so I just want to encourage you to use some of these social media sites, especially Family Search, because that's what people are doing in there. One thing I wanted to show you really quickly, let's see if I can do this. Let me go to I've got Catherine here. See if I've added something on hers. I think it was this Catherine that I added. Oh, I hadn't used this for a while, so it has to refresh. Okay, Catherine. Let me see if I put in, well, I wanted to show you, these are not my names, and I hope I don't get somebody upset, but this is how you can find out who put this information in. And when you see this name, you can click on it and it gives you a way, either an email or you can do a message through Family Search, and you will get a little notification up here. And so you can just talk back and forth through this messaging on Family Search. So that is why Family Search is a social media, is because you can message people back and forth through Family Search. Anyways, I hope that's helpful to you. It was really a fun week. I just love helping people, and I'm hopeful that this helps you. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting!